Welcome to Wise Elders Stories channel. Subscribe to Wise Elders Stories channel for more valuable insights. Have you ever pondered why, as we grow older, it often seems simpler to let things go instead of confronting every challenge? Is it a sign of wisdom or a subtle approach to maintaining our peace and dignity? What if I suggested that opting not to react in specific circumstances, feigning ignorance, could actually be the highest form of strength and insight? In this video, we will delve into 7 impactful scenarios where remaining silent is not a flaw but a significant act of wisdom. These insights are not merely suggestions, they are life strategies grounded in years of experience. By the conclusion of this video, you will acquire essential insights into managing family conflicts with poise, safeguarding your peace from unwarranted criticism, and addressing contemporary challenges such as technology and generational gaps, all while preserving your dignity and inner tranquility. Additionally, you will discover how to protect your kindness from being taken advantage of, why taking a step back during disputes can be your most significant advantage, and how to transform underestimation into a powerful asset, whether you are facing in the midst of family decisions, criticism, or even intense political discussions. This video offers a wealth of real-life examples and practical guidance aimed at enriching your life with fulfillment and tranquility. Stay with us until the conclusion, as the final insight will reveal how these subtle acts of wisdom not only enhance your own experience but also create a lasting legacy of greatness and resilience for those in your circle. Ensure you catch every moment, as these transformative truths have the power to reshape how you approach relationships, face challenges, and embrace the journey of aging. I encourage you to subscribe and activate the notification bell so you won't miss any videos. Your support truly means a lot to me. If you enjoyed this video, consider liking and sharing it to help spread these valuable lessons. If you resonate with the topic, please comment 1, if not, comment 0, to share how I can improve and create better content for you. Now, let's dive in. 1. When family members make decisions without consulting you, it's an unavoidable truth that as we grow older, our loved ones, often with the purest of intentions, decisions may be made on our behalf without our inclusion in the conversation. These actions, stemming from a desire to safeguard our health, manage our finances, or organize our living arrangements, are perceived as acts of love and concern. However, they can cut deeply, leaving us with an aching sense of invisibility and a painful loss of autonomy. For many, it feels like a quiet erasure of our voice, a silent yet unmistakable message that our opinions are not valued, no longer carry weight. I believe it's only human to feel hurt, even resentful, in such moments. After all, who wouldn't want to hold on to their independence, their ability to decide what's best for their own life? These emotions are real, and they matter. It's tempting to resist, to assert yourself with force, to demand to be heard. But over time, I've learned that there's immense strength and grace in stepping back, taking a deep breath, and choosing not to react immediately. Sometimes pretending not to notice or choosing not to fight every battle isn't. Regarding the act of surrendering independence, it centers on maintaining dignity while seeking a more thoughtful path forward. When we take a moment to observe, we open up the opportunity to grasp the deeper motivations driving their actions. Are they responding from a place of genuine love, concern, or perhaps fear? It's possible they are also grappling with their uncertainties about your well-being and the future. By refraining from immediate confrontation, you create room for reflection and nurture an atmosphere of trust and collaboration. Reacting with frustration, "Why didn't you talk to me first? I can see you're concerned, and I appreciate that. Let's sit down and figure this out together." These words shift the tone, turning what could be a conflict into a shared effort to address the situation. In these moments, I remind myself of the wisdom and strength that come with age. We've lived through seasons of joy, loss, triumph, and challenge, experiences that our children and loved ones may not yet fully comprehend. By exercising patience and understanding, we can navigate these conversations more effectively. With a serene confidence, we offer a subtle yet impactful reminder of the value of our knowledge. Opting to observe, listen, and respond thoughtfully does not diminish your influence or your place in the dialogue. Rather, it exemplifies a deep, quiet strength. It demonstrates through your actions and carefully chosen words that you remain the strong, capable person they have always admired. This intricate blend of patience and assurance can safeguard your dignity. While nurturing the connections that hold significance, it's essential to remember that life is fleeting, and we shouldn't allow misunderstandings to weaken the ties we've dedicated ourselves to over the years. Additionally, as we progress through life and enter its later chapters, it's common for some individuals to view us not as we genuinely are, but rather through the limited perspective of our age. This perception can surface in subtle yet often frustrating instances, such as a young cashier cautiously demonstrating how to operate a touchscreen, as if we lack any familiarity with technology. Come across a well-meaning neighbor stepping in to assist with something you've mastered for years. Even those closest to you, like family members, may unintentionally overstep by offering help that isn't necessary, assuming their intervention is required simply because of your experience. These moments can sting, leaving you feeling belittled or underestimated, even when their intentions are good. It's only human to want to push back and prove them wrong, igniting a spark of defiance and a desire to assert your capabilities. Showcases your unwavering capability, sharp intellect, and independence. Your life stands as a testament to resilience and strength, and it can be disheartening when others overlook that. However, this is where the wisdom gained over the years becomes invaluable. The true strength lies not in the relentless struggle to validate yourself, but in the serene assurance of your own worth. When you possess a deep understanding of your identity, the judgments of others lose their ability to impact you. When someone misjudges your potential, it frequently reveals more about their narrow perspective than about your abilities. It mirrors their own biases or lack of experience, not the truth. Instead of responding with irritation, envision a different approach. Imagine a situation where someone elaborates excessively on a straightforward task, presuming you won't grasp it. What if, instead of correcting them or expressing frustration, you offered a smile and said, "Thank you for explaining that, I appreciate your effort." This simple reply isn't merely an act of kindness, it's a deep reflection of your inner strength. By choosing not to react defensively, you completely alter the dynamic. You maintain a sense of calm, control, and composure. Furthermore, permitting others to underestimate you can lead to unexpectedly delightful moments. The individual who presumed you were incapable of handling technology may be astonished to witness you effortlessly video chatting with a grandchild or managing your finances online with confidence. These instances of quiet competence resonate more profoundly than any argument or defensive stance ever could, subtly challenging stereotypes and serving as a reminder. Everyone, including yourself, recognizes the depth of your abilities. This isn't about surrendering to the false narratives others might hold, it's about choosing your battles and revealing your strength on your terms. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment one below to let me know that you are still here with me. Let's not forget the rich tapestry of your life. You face challenges, celebrate triumphs, and accumulate wisdom that no fleeting moment of underestimation can erase. Those experiences are etched into who you are, stands as a living testament to your resilience and capability. When you respond to situations with humility and grace, you convey a powerful message that age is not a limitation but a badge of honor, a marker of a life well lived. Above all, remember this: you have nothing to prove. Your life, your actions, and your achievements already speak volumes. Others may underestimate you, but their assumptions do not define you. By choosing peace over defensiveness, grace over frustration, and confidence over insecurity, you remind both yourself and others of your true worth. Others that your worth is unshakable. You are not here to meet anyone's expectations but your own, and that truth is liberating. When family arguments or tensions arise, family is undeniably one of life's greatest blessings, a haven of love and connection. Yet, as much as it brings us joy, it can also be a profound source of emotional pain, especially when conflicts and tensions arise in old age. These moments of discord can feel even heavier. You've likely experienced your fair share of family disagreements, some fleeting and others seem to resonate through the years, perhaps siblings revisiting old wounds or the younger generation grappling with conflicting values and perspectives. These disputes, whether trivial disagreements or deeply entrenched grievances, can tug at your heartstrings and disrupt the tranquility you hold dear. As an elder, you occupy a distinctive and often demanding position within your family. People naturally look to you for guidance, approval, or even to strengthen their stance in the debate. It can feel like navigating a tightrope. Balancing your affection for each individual while striving to uphold unity within the collective is a delicate endeavor. True understanding does not always require engagement in every dispute, rather, it involves recognizing when your presence can be beneficial and when it is wiser to allow the tumult to subside on its own. In moments of heightened emotions, the urge to share your viewpoint can be strong, with the hope of bringing clarity. Yet, wisdom often reveals that rushing into the fray can exacerbate tensions. Instead, cultivating the skill of gentle detachment and maintaining a sense of calm is essential. A serene and somewhat unaware attitude can be incredibly effective. This isn't a matter of indifference, it's about selecting a route that nurtures tranquility. A straightforward statement such as, "It seems like this is something you all feel strongly about," conveys both recognition of their feelings and a gentle nudge toward finding a solution, all while remaining impartial. In such instances, your neutrality serves as a calming balm, enabling you to remind your family of a basic truth that frequently fades from view. In the heat of the moment, family unity holds greater significance than winning an argument. Over the years, you've likely observed how time can soften even the most intense disputes. What feels all-consuming today may appear trivial tomorrow. By opting not to engage in the specifics, you safeguard your peace and gently guide your loved ones toward perspective and reconciliation. This approach is not one of cold indifference but rather of deep care. You have seen the damage that unresolved conflicts can cause to familial bonds, and you comprehend the importance of nurturing those connections. The profound significance of forgiveness and understanding emerges when you embrace the role of the calm observer. By embodying patience and grace, your presence transforms into a subtle yet impactful force, steering your family toward healing without imposing your will on their journey. As you traverse these sensitive moments, you also prioritize your emotional well-being. There is insight in acknowledging that not every conflict requires your involvement, and that tranquility is frequently achieved through release. Family disagreements may surface, but they do not have to shape your legacy within the family. Instead, let your legacy be one of love, unity, and quiet strength. Be the steady anchor that holds everyone together, even when the waters get rough. After all, when the storm finally subsides, and it always does, what remains is the love and connection that make family so priceless. That, dear elder, is the gift only someone of your experience and wisdom can give. For when you encounter technology you don't fully understand, it often feels like an entirely different universe, a whirlwind of rapid changes that seem impossible to grasp. In just a few years, smartphones, apps, and online services have reshaped our lives, work, and interactions. Voice-activated gadgets, smart home systems, and even artificial intelligence are now essential to our daily routines. For many older adults, this relentless evolution of technology can seem like a foreign language, a continuous wave of innovations that may leave them feeling confused and isolated from their surroundings. However, it's important to emphasize that there is no shame in experiencing this sensation. It's evident that technology is progressing at a speed beyond our wildest expectations. Regardless of how astute one may be, it's about maintaining a rhythm with a constantly shifting environment that can daunt even the most adept. For those of us raised in a simpler era, where a phone served merely to connect voices without the distractions of apps or the internet, it's natural to feel somewhat lost. It's quite heartwarming to see how many are eager to welcome the new, despite the hurdles it presents. It may appear that we have navigated through remarkable transformations. We have endured conflicts, revolutions, and struggles for justice. We have nurtured families, forged careers, and adjusted to a world that younger generations might never completely comprehend. Therefore, when technology challenges us, it does not signify a lack of intelligence or ability. Rather, it is the essence of a rapidly changing world that defies expectations. When faced with the unfamiliar, it is all too common to feel a sense of embarrassment and to succumb to the. It's easy to fall into the trap of believing we're too old or out of touch, but that mindset is misguided. Embracing the unknown with humility, grace, and a touch of humor holds immense power. There's absolutely nothing wrong with seeking assistance, even if you've already perused the manual or watched a tutorial. Imagine asking your grandchild to guide you through a new app, despite having some understanding of it. The simple act of admitting, "I'm struggling with this, could you help me?" creates an opportunity for connection. It's not about feigning helplessness, it's about being open to learning. Allowing another to shine fosters a sense of value and encourages the sharing of knowledge, enhancing the connection between individuals. There is a profound beauty in the act of seeking help, which serves as a gift not only to oneself but also to the one providing assistance. Younger individuals often derive great satisfaction from the opportunity to teach or guide an elder, as it empowers them to share their expertise and build a bridge across generations. These small, seemingly insignificant moments transform into cherished memories, creating lasting impressions. The joy of shared learning and the essence of mutual respect are what truly count, the moments that forge connections despite our varying ages, experiences, and knowledge. Yet, let's face it, there will be instances when the technology before you feels bewildering, and that's perfectly acceptable. It's all right to acknowledge your confusion and to experience frustration. However, in those moments, strive to adopt a curious mindset instead of succumbing to annoyance. Approach the situation with an open heart. Consider it this way: I've discovered. Throughout my life, I've encountered new experiences, so why not embrace yet another challenge? Adopting this viewpoint not only uplifts the atmosphere but also provides comfort to both yourself and those around you, proving that age is not a hindrance to personal development. It's not about downplaying your abilities, rather, it's about demonstrating your readiness to adjust and your bravery in tackling the unfamiliar with a spirit of exploration. By releasing the burden of needing to master every piece of technology that appears, you liberate yourself from the strain of unattainable standards, allowing for a more genuine engagement with the world. Your time, your energy, and your joy should be dedicated to the things that truly matter in life, such as the love you share with those around you. Keep in mind that technology is merely a tool. It does not define your worth, intelligence, or value. It serves as a means to an end. The objective should never be to master every gadget or app, but rather to focus on how you utilize these tools to enhance your relationships, foster connections, and embrace the beauty of life in all its forms, whether it's a video call with a loved one, a quick search for information online, or simply enjoying the moment. As you explore a website, remember to let technology assist you rather than control you. Embrace the opportunity to laugh, learn, and seek support from others. Ultimately, it's not the gadgets that infuse life with meaning, but the connections we forge, the relationships we cultivate, and the memories we build together. When faced with criticism regarding your choices or lifestyle, recognize that life evolves into a vibrant tapestry, intricately woven with a myriad of decisions, some daring, some careful, yet all deeply personal and uniquely yours. These choices encompass every aspect of your existence: how you spend your hard-earned money, the foods you nourish yourself with, the clothes you wear, and how you decide to fill your days. They speak to who you are, what you value, and where you've been in this long journey called life. And yet, despite the deeply personal nature of these decisions, there will always be those who feel compelled to voice their unsolicited opinions about them, whether it's about your spending habits, your eating habits, your lifestyle, or your desires. Assessments can seem intrusive and overwhelming, even when presented as care or goodwill. There's an undeniable sharpness that follows these critiques, a persistent ache that implies, even if faintly, that your choices are somehow incorrect or misguided. It's hard not to feel the burden of their remarks, particularly when they originate from those you admire or love. Yet, here's the reality you've grasped through countless experiences, after navigating the highs and lows. Triumphs and heartaches, your choices belong solely to you, and they hold validity. They represent the culmination of your experiences, your joys, your sorrows, the lessons learned, your growth, and your profound desire to lead a life that resonates with your soul. No one has walked in your shoes or lived your life, so no one possesses the right to judge your choices, regardless of how well-meaning their advice may be. Yet, in the midst of this criticism, you might find yourself questioning whether it's worth the effort to defend your decisions. Decisions can be challenging. The reality is that the energy spent on arguing and justifying every move can be far more draining than the act of letting go and living authentically. There is deep wisdom in releasing the need to explain oneself or defend actions to those who may never understand. Often, the most effective response isn't a debate, but rather a serene smile and a soft acknowledgement of another perspective, even when you are confident you've examined every angle. This isn't about yielding to others. Embracing a perspective that prioritizes your inner tranquility is essential. It involves taking charge of your story, softly yet resolutely affirming that you owe no one the validation to pursue the life you've diligently crafted. At this juncture, you have rightfully claimed the freedom to be authentically yourself. With the wisdom gained from your experiences, you understand that your joy, serenity, and sense of direction stem from your own decisions. Allow others to maintain their viewpoints, you are not obligated to bear their weight. Perspectives are molded by individual experiences, and others may never fully grasp the motivations behind your decisions. That's perfectly fine, you owe no one an explanation for your path. Often, criticism stems from misunderstanding or a limited viewpoint. A friend might question why you chose to spend your savings on a dream vacation instead of saving it. What they fail to see is that travel enriches your life with joy and offers experiences that money simply cannot buy. Instead of getting into a defensive stance that could create tension, you can choose to nod, go along with the flow, and steer the conversation towards a more neutral path. There's no need to justify your choices or elaborate on the thoughtfulness behind them, simply embody them. Each decision and moment showcases your wisdom, values, and identity. If you're still watching this video and find these insights valuable, please comment "Tobe" below to let me know you're still with me on this journey. You've embraced the wonderful freedom to prioritize your happiness, peace, and purpose above all else. Whether it's embarking on a new hobby that sparks your passion, seeking solitude when the world feels overwhelming, or investing your resources in experiences and things that bring you joy, these choices are a true reflection of who you are. They are more than sufficient and do not require validation from anyone else's standards. So, when confronted with criticism, remind yourself of the most powerful truth you hold: you have lived long enough to truly grasp what holds significance. The transient views of others, regardless of their good intentions or concern, pale in comparison to the insights you've accumulated over time. What endures is the life you've crafted for yourself, one forged with purpose, sincerity, and bravery. By allowing criticism to slide away, you reclaim the most invaluable treasures: joy, independence, and the serene strength to embrace life just as you are. It's not about demonstrating others' misconceptions, it's about affirming your own truth. Every single day, you have the opportunity to embrace a life that reflects your true self, living according to your own values. This authenticity is something that no amount of criticism can diminish. In a world filled with turmoil, discussions surrounding politics, religion, or deeply held beliefs can easily spiral into intense arguments, leaving behind emotional scars. These subjects, deeply connected to personal passion and identity, can create rifts even among the closest of families. Friends, I'm sure you've witnessed it countless times, those discussions that begin with good intentions but swiftly spiral into intense shouting matches. Everyone becomes so eager to prove their point that they lose sight of what truly matters. Throughout your life, you've observed how the certainties of one generation often yield to the uncertainties of the next. From the civil rights movements to contemporary political shifts, society is perpetually in a state of flux. Yet, even as things evolve, it can be challenging to see the people you care about become immersed in these conflicts, particularly when the discussions resonate deeply and intimately. Having navigated through decades of transformation, you've gained insights into the repetitive patterns of these dialogues, the fervor, the exasperation, the intense exchanges. They're all integral to the environment. Yet, you've also understood that not every debate merits your involvement. It's instinctive to feel the urge to voice your thoughts, to convey your viewpoint, and to express the knowledge you've gathered throughout your extensive journey. You've experienced it all. The triumphs, the struggles, the victories, and the losses. Your beliefs are intricately woven into your experiences, and you feel a strong urge to share that wisdom with others. Yet, the reality is much more intricate. Many of these discussions aren't aimed at achieving mutual understanding or fostering deeper connections. Instead, they often revolve around asserting one's version of the truth and demonstrating who holds the upper hand, irrespective of the fallout. Witnessing these debates can be profoundly frustrating, even heart-wrenching. When those you cherish are involved, you come to realize something vital over time: silence can be the most impactful response. Rather than diving headfirst into the fray, battling fiercely to validate your stance, you might choose to step back and recognize the weight of the situation. Picture a dinner table where younger generations fervently discuss the latest political or social issue. It's tempting to get caught in the whirlwind, striving to make your voice resonate amid the tumult, yet there's the essence of meaningful connections. Embracing a different approach, one rooted in tranquility, allows for a more harmonious exchange. By acknowledging the vibrant energy present, you demonstrate admiration while subtly steering the dialogue towards shared experiences or lighter subjects. This choice, though seemingly minor, carries significant weight. By prioritizing relationships over the need to prevail in discussions, you convey that love, respect, and understanding hold greater importance than any fleeting victory. The foundations of any meaningful connection lie in understanding that sometimes the most effective way to influence others isn't through impassioned speeches or pointed arguments, but through the example you embody and the life you choose to lead. It's a subtle wisdom, one that resonates more profoundly than words ever can. In those moments, you demonstrate that being right isn't the ultimate aim. Rather, fostering harmony, extending kindness, and honoring differences hold far greater significance. Naturally, this doesn't imply that you must remain silent indefinitely. There will be moments when your voice is essential. There are moments when your perspective can illuminate a conversation with clarity, compassion, or insight. However, the true skill lies in discerning when to voice your thoughts and when to simply be there, providing support through your actions instead of words. By practicing restraint, you enable your words to hold greater significance when you do decide to speak. This approach allows you to conserve your energy for the discussions that genuinely matter, those where your insights will not only be acknowledged but deeply comprehended. At this point in your journey, you have the privilege of valuing peace over conflict. As you navigate the complexities of life, you come to realize that the most precious connections are delicate. You've discovered that the deepest love can often be expressed through the wisdom of knowing when to step back from a disagreement, when to embrace silence, and when to honor the dignity of the situation. Ultimately, disputes over politics or beliefs, regardless of their perceived urgency, diminish in significance when weighed against the value of fostering respect and understanding in your relationships by opting to withdraw from these conflicts. Sending a message transcends the immediate audience. It resonates within yourself, affirming that peace is a deliberate choice, always deserving of pursuit. It's not merely about swaying opinions or triumphing in debates. It's about maintaining an open heart, even when faced with closed minds. This openness, this readiness to transcend the clamor and turmoil, reflects the wisdom cultivated through experience. In a world frequently marked by division, your decision to embrace love rather than discord stands as a subtle yet profound declaration. Ultimately, you will discover that the genuine triumphs lie in this commitment. Life isn't defined by arguments but by the lasting connections of affection, trust, and respect that we nurture with those we hold dear. Even when someone attempts to exploit our kindness, as we navigate through life, kindness and generosity emerge as some of our most treasured attributes. These qualities, which we develop over time, are frequently admired by others and provide us with a sense of fulfillment and purpose. However, despite our desire to recognize the good in people, it is a regrettable truth that the kindness we extend can sometimes be taken for granted. We find ourselves in a position of vulnerability, where our compassion is sometimes perceived not as a gift but as a chance for others to take advantage. Whether it's an aggressive salesperson, a friend with ulterior motives, or a distant relative seeking financial assistance, we face challenges that create inner conflict. We may feel divided between the desire to help and the need to safeguard our own well-being, questioning if we are being overly cautious or if our instincts to withdraw are justified. This struggle is a natural aspect of the intricate emotional terrain we traverse as we age. When faced with pressure to make a quick decision, whether it's about an investment, a donation, or an emotional appeal, we often find ourselves feeling overwhelmed, exposed, and occasionally guilty for hesitating to help. However, the insights gained through experience remind us that immediate responses are not necessary, particularly when something feels amiss. There's no shame in pausing to say, "I'm not sure I understand, let me think about it." This straightforward statement serves as a formidable barrier against manipulation, granting us the opportunity to reflect and truly listen to our instincts. Soft whisper within urging us to tread carefully, it's not a flaw to pause. Rather, it showcases our resilience, allowing us the space to assess our circumstances, consult others if needed, or trust our gut feelings. There's no rush to respond impulsively. If someone genuinely cares for us, they will honor our desire for contemplation. It's crucial to understand that feigning uncertainty or a hint of confusion does not diminish our intellect. In fact, it highlights our depth. Over the years, we have honed our ability to read people, sensing when something feels off. In these moments, our intuition becomes our greatest ally. Even when someone seems friendly, charming, or urgent, our life experiences have sharpened our perception, enabling us to look beyond the facades they present. By stepping back and adopting a more uncertain stance, we reclaim control of the situation, allowing us to uncover the true motivations behind someone's request. This approach doesn't imply that we are closing ourselves off. Withholding assistance from others signifies a deliberate approach to kindness, acknowledging that not every request for help is warranted. There exists a delicate balance between generosity and exploitation, a distinction that sharpens with maturity and insight. Genuine generosity, I contend, springs from a foundation of confidence and stability, rather than from feelings of guilt or obligation. We can extend our support to others from a position of abundance, understanding that our kindness holds value and is recognized, while also ensuring we protect our own resources. Generosity should be reserved for those who genuinely deserve it, for those whose gratitude reflects the depth of our giving. Over time, our acts of kindness ought to grow in significance and strength, not merely because we are assisting others, but because we are doing so with intention rather than obligation. When we channel our kindness to where it can be truly valued, we nourish not only the recipient but ourselves as well. If you are still engaged with this video and find these insights valuable, please comment 3 below to indicate your continued interest. In these moments, it's essential to reflect on the many instances when our kindness has served as a guiding light for others. That light is invaluable and should illuminate spaces where it is cherished, not overlooked. So, when someone attempts to exploit your goodwill, remind yourself that you're not being deceitful or unkind by showing hesitation. You're merely exercising discernment, a skill cultivated through experience. It's not about closing off your generosity, it's about channeling it with wisdom and intention. Exercise caution as you heed your instincts and thoughtfully evaluate each circumstance. This approach guarantees that your kindness serves as a wellspring of strength rather than a vulnerability. By doing so, you maintain the grace, dignity, and resilience that have always defined you. Your kindness is a treasured gift, meant for those who genuinely merit it. Safeguard it, cherish it, and never feel remorse for taking the necessary time to ensure it is honored. The subtle power of wisdom unfolds in the journey of life, especially as one ages. Not merely a retreat from the world, it is, in fact, the grand culmination of everything we have learned, experienced, and endured. It is the place where decades of joy and pain, triumph and loss come together to form a beautiful tapestry of wisdom, resilience, and insight. The quiet moments when we choose to withhold our opinions or pretend to be ignorant are often misunderstood. They are not signs of weakness or foolishness, rather, they are profound expressions of wisdom, a wisdom that recognizes that sometimes peace is far more valuable than being right is the understanding that the beauty of relationships far outweighs the temptation to win an argument. The true treasures of life are found in our choices to preserve our inner peace, well-being, and harmony with those we love. It takes an extraordinary kind of strength to decide to yield or step back in certain moments, a strength that younger generations may not fully understand or appreciate just yet. This is not the strength of brute force or loud proclamations, it is the quiet. The power lies in recognizing when to release conflicts that no longer benefit us. It embodies the insight to safeguard our energy and preserve our essence for what genuinely holds significance in the broader context of existence. It revolves around opting for the clarity of love and compassion rather than the intricacies of pride and ego. And let me clarify, this is not about surrendering or yielding to life's inequities, rather, it is about transcending, embracing what genuinely infuses life with meaning, and understanding that your value and integrity are not dependent on the transient judgments of others. The constant urge to be correct can overshadow the essence of a life filled with purpose and authenticity, which resonates far beyond any debate or grand declaration. As you journey through the shifting dynamics of relationships, societal pressures, and the unavoidable trials of aging, keep in mind that true wisdom is never loud, brash, or ostentatious. It is a gentle, humble force, deeply anchored in love, not only for others but also for oneself. There is an extraordinary beauty and strength in knowing when to engage and when to withdraw, when to voice your thoughts and when to listen. By choosing silence, you cultivate a legacy not defined by accolades or grand triumphs, but by grace, compassion, and understanding. This is a legacy that imparts lessons on living fully and facing life's challenges with a heart brimming with patience and wisdom. It reminds us that we need not raise our voices to be acknowledged, nor engage in every conflict to claim victory. Often, our true strength lies in our capacity to remain still, to wait, to listen, and to love. Thus, in those instances when life demands restraint and calls for patience, to restrain oneself or even to softly feign for the sake of tranquility is to embody the essence of wisdom. You demonstrate to the world that genuine strength arises not from the volume of your assertions but from the quiet confidence that accompanies a life well lived. I firmly believe that, ultimately, this represents one of the most profound lessons we can learn. It transcends the pursuit of external validation or advancement. It is about standing firm in the silent moments, allowing your inner peace to resonate powerfully and enduringly. Down a legacy of love, strength, and understanding that will resonate for generations to come. As we reflect on the quiet strength that comes with wisdom and age, I hope you've gained a deeper understanding of how the choices we make, from yielding in moments of tension to embracing the simplicity of peace, can shape our lives in ways we never imagined. It's not about the loud victories or the moments we assert ourselves, but about the grace, love, and understanding we cultivate in our hearts and share with the world. So what have? Reflect on your journey today and consider the one insight that stands out to you. Is it the strength found in restraint, the significance of cultivating inner peace, or the grace in knowing when to let go? I invite you to share your thoughts in the comments below, highlighting one practice you'll incorporate into your life. If this video resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more enlightening content. Your support is invaluable to us. Thank you for watching, and I eagerly anticipate your reflections. I look forward to your insights.